All right, you got your stuff turned in quick, which I do need to talk about. So, usually turning things in early is okay. If that was really the latest you could turn it in, that's one thing. Um, but it is important that you do give it a good week's worth. So, ideally, 5 days a week of practice is what we need. 4 days can work. Three is questionable. Um, because we do need, you know, a fair amount of stuff spread out. And with the speeds that you turned in, what you played was done well. So I'm going to give you that. What you played was done well, absolutely. But the speeds that you showed were not the speeds for turning things in early. The speeds for turning things in early was the 240. So the other thing was all those videos were edited. So I don't want you to do that. I want you to do a full practice session. If you need to split the video up into multiple videos in order to be able to upload them, maybe certain time limit restrictions with YouTube for people that haven't been uploading things before, that could work. But I want to have the full practice session because sometimes I can give a lot of insights. Now, I typically don't watch the full thing. I think I mentioned that last time where I watch the beginning, I'll skip to the middle, and then I'll go to the end. See, does it start off correctly? Is it still good in the middle? Is it ending correctly? And then usually what happens is if I need the full thing, like maybe something's not correct at the ending, so I got to go back to the middle and say, all right, well, where does it fall apart? Sometimes when I get to the middle, things aren't going well, so I got to go earlier than that. Also, a big reason I ask everybody to record the full practice session unedited is so I can make sure that the practice is done correctly. Because that's very, very important. Doing the correct practice is huge. With number 2, the way you were counting it, though, is not quite correct. I mean, it can work how you did it, but we don't want to count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because we only got 4 beats in the bar. So the way I was counting it in your video, that's how you want to do it. That's how we need to do it right now. You're going to be going 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So when we continue with rhythm, which is not going to be today, that's how we're going to do it. And I'm going to put a little eighth note count at the top, like right above the tablature, to help make it easier and remind you this is how we're going to do it. As far as what did you ask? I have that ready to go. Here it is. Classical music notation, the tablature. We're not worried about that. The important thing is the rhythm. The rhythm is the important thing, and that's what we are going over. Make sure I'm not missing anything. So yeah, I got a couple ideas. Whoops. Oh, anyway. Yeah, I was just reading through your message again. So yeah, that's the lick in question in the solo. A couple things, like using that metronome method and slowing it down, starting at 60, play the thing correctly just one time at 60, and then go up 5, and then do it again. Just continue to go up 5s as you play it correctly every single time. That's going to be the way you can get that thing up as fast as you can, is doing that sort of thing. And as far as just staying with how it's written. But what I have here is something to break it down a bit. Hang on, let me close this. Actually, no, I can leave it like that. Okay, so this thing here, this one is in a 3/4 time signature, which you can see right here. And basically that means you got 3 beats in each bar. So that's everything for beat number 1, beat number 2, and beat number 3. So counting this, it's gonna be 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3, and you can leave out the bend part for now and just focus on this. In fact, if you really need to get this thing faster, you can just do that one bar, because that's really the lick that's just being repeated over and over again. So start this at 60, and so the actual lick is done with 16th notes. That's 4 notes a click, but we need to work it up as 8th notes first. And once you can get the full thing up to 240 as 8th notes, 240, yes indeed, then you can go to 16th notes for it. One thing that could be an issue is being able to hear the metronome click fast enough, and that's why we need to do the rhythm training and all that to get the ear ready for it. However, getting Guitar Pro and listening to it and changing the tempo within Guitar Pro, that can help out immensely, because you can hear exactly how it's supposed to sound, and then you can space things a bit more accurately. So, yes, gotta get Guitar Pro. It's essential. And again, like when we get into in depth with music theory, chord theory, and all that stuff, there's going to be a lot of inputting, a lot of stuff to input, and you'll need that, or else you're just going to be, well, yeah, it's a necessity for theory. It is. Anyway, let's see. All right, back to that window. So working this up, you're going to go in 5s, okay? So as far as like doing video for these two things here, yeah, just do another full practice session. Just make sure so I can see that you definitely following exactly what we want to do. And yeah, goal with this is reach 240. Now the bend thing in here is not exactly like it is like tab. Like with the tab, it's and then do that little dip at the whammy bar. So to practice it, instead of doing it like that, because it just, well, sounds kind of odd on its own, we're going to hit that note instead. And you can definitely do that live as well. I watched a couple clips of him playing the solo live. He doesn't do it the same way in the recording. It's kind of like it, but he doesn't even do it the same way twice live. So he's always doing little changes to it. So if you end up doing it like this, you're fine. You're totally fine. So anyway, this is how it's going to sound. I'm going to play it at some different speeds so you have some reference for it. I'm going to count off 3 because this is at a 3/4 time signature. So looks like you understand what hammer-ons and pull-offs are. And what I'm going to use is my first finger and third finger for this. And then I'm going to do the bend part as well. But you can leave that part out for now in order to work up the main important part. So that's totally fine to do. But then eventually you want to throw that bend part in. So yeah, I'm using my first and third finger for all this. So 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3. 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 And it looked like you know how to do bends too, but yeah, I'm just hitting that with the index finger for that last bar, and then jumping down here to bend with 3 fingers. So when I release, I can pull off to the index finger, and there. Okay, and I have these quarter notes in here because doing stuff like this, where you like break the riff or the lick down into smaller pieces, this can really help speed up the process. And there's a lot of ways we can really break this thing down, but figure let's just start with these couple of things. Alright, 120. And I'm just doing these 2 things here instead of 3, because you did say you're still working on the E minor pentatonics and haven't been able to make a video, so we do need to see that before we move on to another thing involving that. Anyway, here we go. 120. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, I'm not doing that right. 1, 2, 3. That's what it is. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and... Not a big deal if you don't count this one. But being able to just say the count with the metronome is very helpful and important. So 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. And 240. 1 and 2 and 3. 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 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then number 2 here. As far as time limit on this, like 15 to 20 minutes is plenty. 15 to 20 minutes is plenty. If you max out in less, that's totally fine, but 15 to 20 minutes should work just fine for considering how few bars there are. So most likely you're going to max out in less than 15 minutes anyway. You might not, but anyway, yeah, 15 to 20 minutes for each one, perfectly fine. Alright, here we go, number 2. So yeah, this is basically the lick, but shown as 8th notes instead of 16th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Ooh, I have too many bars. 1 second. Because the lick itself is played 5 times. Delete that. We do it like this. Oops. Okay, there we go. That's what it should be. Alright, now it's correct. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, I'm doing it wrong again. I'm sorry. Like, I thought I had it up. Yeah, it's doing a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the bend. And then the bend. Okay. Right. Put that back where it was. Delete that. Yeah, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, bend. Right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, bend. 1, 2, 3, 4, bend. Alright, let me actually open up that song again. I was looking at it. Yep, 4 times and then the bend. Alright. That's okay. Alright. Now it's ready. Goodness gracious. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah, do that lick 4, or the hammer on pull off deal 4 times and then the bend. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Alright, 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That was not right. I was about to do the bend thing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. the tab that I have found. So like 138 was the tempo of the song, so we can just round it up to 140. So once you get this to 240, and yeah, we really need that to happen. So this way you're prepared, better prepared to do it with the 16th notes. So this is what it would sound like as 16th notes. So you got 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how it would sound. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what we'd have it in. I'll go up in 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hundred, 1, 2, 3, 4. 120, 1, 2, 3, 4. 140, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be what we need for the speed of the song. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, let's go 20 faster for the heck of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Yeah, 140, that's where you need to go. And then there's always other things you can do to like kind of change it. Like maybe instead of doing the... No. I'd have to think about like a simpler version. But we'll talk about that if need be. If need be. So hopefully that helps. If you got any questions, let me know. If just remember, you can always break things down to smaller pieces. So like with number 1, again, you can just start by just working that up by itself. Just that alone is totally fine. And then maybe just doing 2 bars together before doing the whole thing. So really easing into it is very, very helpful when you're having a tough time with something. But you can maybe just start day 1, just do it as is. Number 1, max it out for you, and then max out number 2, for you. And I'm saying for you to just get where you can with it. I wouldn't expect to get all the way up to speed at day 1. It's awesome if you do, but we got to start somewhere. But yeah, if you got questions, let me know. Remember, record the full unedited practice session. I just want to make sure everything's going well. We can change like how you send videos in eventually, but just want to make sure we start off the best way possible. And yeah, all right, good luck, and I will see you again in your new videos.